Susu, that means hello in Simlish. Yes, it is a little silly to know a game's language, but over 200 million people all around the world know exactly what that means. The Sims is an incredibly popular simulation game that has been around for many years. While people know The Sims 2 through 4, people often forget of the origins of this loved game. I will go over how this all began and what the game was like. The Sims was first released on September 14th, 2000. It was developed by Maxis and released by Electronic Arts for Microsoft Windows computers. The creator was Will Wright, and he lost everything in a firestorm in 1991, which, strangely enough, gave him the idea for a game where people could simulate daily life activities and even build their own homes from scratch. Now, The Sims was a fairly unique game. They made their own language and currency. The language was Simlish, which you heard in my introduction, and the currency was simoleons. Now, this game was considered to be very groundbreaking. It not only appealed to all ages and sexes, but it was the first game ever to include same-sex relationships. The United States had one state legalize same-sex relationships, and that was Vermont. And that happened mid-2000s, so around the same time this game was released, so it's very unheard of during that time. And not only that, but the game was very open-ended and non-objective. So people could do whatever they wanted in the game, and they didn't have a specific goal that the game wanted them to complete. They just did as they pleased. So for the gameplay, you would create your sim and then just get going. You had to take care of their basic needs, which was hygiene, hunger, energy, bladder, social, comfort, and environment. So what you could basically do at the start of The Sims was get a job, start a family, and try to stay alive, because for the first game, it was extremely difficult to do that for your Sims. And as the years went on, they made the game less blah and added some more expansion packs to, make the game more interesting. Those were Livin' Large, Hot Date, House Party, Unleashed, Vacation, Makin' Magic, and Superstar. Now the rest after that is just Sim history. The Sims 2 was released in 2004, Sims 3 was released in 2009, and Sims 4 was released in 2014. And The Sims 4 is still ongoing, but they think that The Sims 5 may be released in a couple of years from now. The games became more complex and interesting as time went on also. So, for example, The Sims 2 included same-sex marriage, which was not included in The Sims 1, where you could have a relationship with someone of the same sex and adopt a child with them, and Sims 2 introduced marriage. Then skip ahead to Sims 4, where they not only included everything for same-sex relationships, but they also included transgender Sims. Now, so in conclusion, The Sims isn't just a simple game that came out of nowhere and happened to grow in popularity. It is an intricate simulation that was way ahead of its time. The Sims has a unique beginning. It provided players with an escape from their own realities, and it set way for much more unique content to come. Now that you're educated on the history of The Sims, it is time to say goodbye. So as The Sims would say, dag dag.